Hello, I'm Aldous, and I'm going to do this short video to show you how you can be mindful in these current very anxious times. Now, mindfulness has been around for over 2,000 years, and you might be wondering how being mindful can help you right here, right now. You might have images in your head of people meditating in grass fields with beautiful countryside all around them, or people on beaches stuck in stones in the mindful way that they do. You might think, why can that help you when you can't even leave your house at the moment and you might be getting bored of the four walls and lack of social interactions that you're having with other people? But mindfulness, when used correctly, can be incredibly beneficial. Right here, right now. You don't have to go to a field and meditate or sit on a beach and stack stones. It's a fantastic tool that you can use in your everyday life, especially in the current lockdown situation. So how can you use it? How can you benefit from mindfulness? Mindfulness is very much about what you put your focus on. Anxiety and stress that causes us extreme worry and even feeling ill, a lot of the time that actually doesn't come from the event itself. It comes from our thoughts and our ruminations after the event, or even worrying about the future. It's that constant repetitive cycle of worry and thoughts going over and over and over again in your head that makes us feel so bad, that negative thought loop. But if you start to learn how, when you realise that you're going down one of those paths, that you can bring yourself back to the present moment, your happiness will begin to go up and any anxiety and stress will begin to go down. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start to bring our attention to your breath. Your breath is always there. So just for a moment, become aware of your cool breath entering your body. Notice where it hits your nose, right at the top of your nose, and notice where your warm air leaves your body as you breathe out. Notice the cool air entering your body and where the warm air leaves your body. Now bring your attention to your stomach. In fact, put your hands on your stomach, because I want you to notice that breath as it goes all the way down to your stomach and pushes your stomach out. So again, become aware, breathe in deeply. So notice the air where it enters your body. Now take that breath all the way down to your stomach, and now breathe out and notice your breath as it leaves your body. So even that one tiny thing, if you're feeling stressed and anxious and you're worrying about the current situation, go to your breath. Just let go of the negative thoughts, breathe them out, and just become aware of your breath entering your body. Now I'm going to go through a few little mindful things that you can do that can help you anywhere, anytime, even if it means you're just stuck in that one room. So the first thing we're going to do is a grounding technique. Now we're going to use our hand just to remind us of these 5 things, because we're going to use our 5 senses to ground us. So you've got your 5 fingers, and so the first one is we're going to do 5. We're going to look for 5 things that we can see. So our first sense is our sight. So look around the current room where you are now, and I want you to notice 5 things that you can see right now. Preferably these things you haven't noticed before. And so I'll quickly help you. I'll look around my room at this moment and look for 5 things. And first of all, I can see a reflection in the mirror, so that's 1. Now the second one is I can notice a tree in the background swaying in the breeze out of the window. So if you can look outside of the window, it's even better, you can see life outside happening. Look up to the sky if you can see it from your window, because the sky is so vast And it's brilliant for grounding us because it's all above us, everywhere in the world. So I can see some clouds in the sky. So that's 3. Now the 4th one I can see is I can see the fan in the corner of the room, which I sometimes use on very hot days. And the 5th one, so I'm just going to look for the 5th one that I can see in the room. And I can see the Wi-Fi, a little black box in the corner. So have you found your 5 things yet? Yeah. So now we're going to go for 4. So the 4th one is what can you hear? So now bring your attention to your hearing. So just be still and listen to life happening around you. So I can hear a bird outside of the window. So that's 1. Now the second one that I can hear is cars passing by on the street outside. So have you got your second one yet? Now the 3rd one is I can hear music in another room in the house. And the 4th one is my breath. Now if you concentrate really hard and listen very carefully, you can probably hear your breath too. In fact, if you're very, very quiet and pay a lot of attention, you might even begin to focus on your heart and feel your heart beating and hear that. Okay, so that's the hearing. Now the 3, so the 3rd one is what I'd like you to do is feel. So this is the sense of touch. So what can you feel? So reach out and feel something. So in front of me, I've just got a candle here so I can feel the glass. The cool, smooth glass. Really feel the objects that you touch. It's a brilliant grounding technique. Now I'm also going to feel my leggings that I've got on, and they feel warm but also slightly ribbed. And now what else can I feel? So I've got a wooden chest of drawers behind me. So I'm now touching the wooden chest of drawers. So reach out and feel and touch. Really pay attention to how those 3 objects feel. Now 2, we're going to use your sense of smell. So what can you smell? So I'm going to get that candle again and I'm going to smell it. That smells nice. It's very fruity. Dewberry or something, I think. So reach something and really smell it. If you haven't got any candles, it doesn't matter. You can use your clothes. So I can smell my jumper, and that smells of the washing powder that I used. And so reach out and smell 2 things. And the last one is taste. So what can you taste? Bring your attention to your mouth. It might be a cup of coffee you had or something you eat even an hour ago. What can you taste? So that's a grounding technique. So if you're feeling stressed or worried with the current situation in the world at the moment, rather than ruminating and allowing your thoughts to spiral, bring yourself back to this present moment in time and use that grounding technique. Now I think you might remember me mentioning it's what we put our focus on has our attention. So if our focus is on all of the bad articles in the news at the moment, or social media with all of the bad articles and people writing things on that are getting you down, this is a little technique that you can have which will make you feel a little bit better. So I'd like you to start to put your focus on the things that make you smile, the little tiny bits of yay each day. So this exercise is called 5 mindful yays. Each day I would like you to write down 5 things that make you smile. 5 little tiny bits of yay. And so I'll give you an example. So we'll go through a few things that might be in your diary on a day-to-day basis, your 5 things that make you smile. The smaller, the better with this exercise. So a yay for me is when I put an incense candle on, because I love pretty smells. And so that would be a yay, because I did that this morning. Another yay would be a cup of coffee, because I really like coffee. So that would be a yay. Another yay might be when my cat gets on my lap and I stroke my cat. That would be a lovely yay as well, feeling her fur. Feeling the warmth of the sun through the window on my face. That's definitely a yay. So I think I'm up to 4 yays then. And another yay might be having a text message from a friend, just a how are you type message. Or it could be watching something you enjoy on TV, or having something nice to eat, or just standing out in the sun, outside in the garden, seeing a flower. When you go for maybe a walk to a park or a shop, saying hello to somebody, that might be a tiny yay. But the power of this exercise is in writing them down, because it begins to change your focus. So you begin to look each day from when you wake up, you begin to think, what can I write today as one of my mindful yays? My tiny little chunks of happiness. These minute little things that even if you don't leave your 4 walls, you can do in your own home. These little bits of things that give you that minute smile. So each day start to make a note of 5 yays, 5 mindful things that make you smile. And it will begin to change your attention to look for nice things to record, rather than actually focusing on all of the bad things or the pandemic that's going on in the world at the moment. Now, the last one that I'm going to leave you with is a body scan. And this is another exercise that you can do that can ground you and bring you back to your present moment in time. Now, it's about what you put your focus on. So we're going to focus on parts of our body. And so first of all, what I'd like you to do is bring your focus to your feet. Just become aware of how your feet are feeling. Because if you didn't bring your attention to your feet, you don't even know they're there. They just carry on walking for you or carry on being. But if you bring your focus to them, you can actually feel what they're like. Are they warm? Cool. Can you feel socks on your feet? Just become aware of them. Now we're going to work our way up the body. Bring your attention to your legs. Just notice where they are. Are your hands resting on your legs? Can you feel a chair underneath your legs? Now bring your attention to your body. Become aware of your breath as it enters your body and leaves. And now your arms and your hands, and lastly your head and your shoulders. Just focus on how your body is feeling. And if you feel any stress or anxiety anywhere in your body, just allow it to leave on your out breath. So begin to breathe in calmness and mindfulness, and breathe out any stress and anxiety. And remember, the one thing you can guarantee in life is this too shall pass. Any anxiety, any fear, the current pandemic, at some stage it will pass. But what you will always have is your now. You will always be able to ground yourself back in the here and now. And just change your focus to the good things that are in your life.